Hey guys, what is up? It is the Fast Break Report here, bringing you guys another vlog. So, the Knicks have extended RJ Barrett to 4 years, $120 million, and what a fucking project. I'm just gonna be honest, man. The Knicks have committed a whole lot of fucking money to Julius Randle, Jalen Brunson, and now RJ Barrett. They brought back Mitchell Robinson, which I like. The thing is, okay, there's a lot riding on this. You know what I'm saying? Like, I get it. They kind of had to extend RJ Barrett, right? Like, they couldn't just lose him for nothing in free agency. He was a restricted free agent. You know, they brought him back for 4 years, $120 million. I like it. I don't love it. But you know, it's kind of in the ballpark, I guess you could say, of what he's worth. But you know, I look at this team and they really need a lot of shit to go right for them. And what I mean by a lot of shit to go right for them, I mean they need to have the season they did before last season, okay? Where, you know, RJ Barrett was, let's see, in that year he was shooting 44% from the field, 40% from three. You know, he was shooting almost 75% from the free throw line, averaging 17 a game on, you know, 3 assists, 6 rebounds. You know, it's just RJ Barrett is one of those guys where it's like he's got a lot in his bag, but it needs a lot of polish. You know what I'm saying? Like, he can get downhill. He's an all right defender. You know, he's 6'6". He's got the wingspan. Like, the kid's got the toolbox. You know what I'm saying? It's just he doesn't know how to use his fucking tools. You know what I'm saying? It's a consistency issue, and I want to like RJ Barrett, but I haven't seen anything out of him that's like, you know, I look at him and I'm like, yeah, he's a definitive future NBA star, or he's a future NBA superstar. Whereas we look at guys like Luka Doncic and Jason Tatum, you know, guys who were, you know, picked early. I mean, I don't really remember where RJ Barrett was drafted, but I'm pretty positive it was like in the top 5, wasn't it? RJ Barrett? Like, RJ Barrett was drafted, hold on here, it'll tell me. Show more. He was drafted 3rd overall in 2019. Okay, so like, he's slowly getting better year over year as far as points per game go, but you know, his first year in the league, he shot 40% from the field, 32% from 3. His second year in the league at 20 years old, he shot 44% from the field, 40% from 3. And then last season, it was back down to 40% from the field and, you know, 34% from 3. So, like, I look at this and I'm like, okay, like, there's something there. You know what I'm saying? Like, 44% from the field, 40% from 3, and shooting, you know, almost 75% from the free throw line. There's something there. But last season, man, it was nowhere to be found. I mean, he's, you know, started 70 games, played 70 games. He's only 21 years old, so I like his room for improvement. It's just like, you know, I look at this kid play and I just think to myself, man, like, there's something there. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's something there. It's just, we don't know what the hell it is yet. And, you know, I really wonder, it's like, what can RJ Barrett be? You know, what is he going to be? We haven't seen, like I said, Luka Doncic or Jason Tatum out of him, or, you know, Trae Young. You know, we haven't seen anything about him so far that says, yes, he's the definitive future of the New York Knicks. And I'm just thinking to myself, man, the Knicks have devoted a lot of money to 3 guys, where 2 of those 3 guys had shitty seasons last year. So I don't know, man. You know what? I really think the Knicks need, you know, they need Evan Fournier to have a good season. They need, you know, Julius Randle to have a good season. They need RJ Barrett to have a good season. None of these guys had good years last year, okay? And yeah, they did need some point guard help. I'm not gonna lie, Jalen Brunson is, they're hoping he's gonna be the point guard help they need, but you know, he had a game against the Jazz where he scored 40. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't expect Jalen Brunson to come out and do that for you every night. You know, and if they signed him expecting that from him, you know, they're expecting a little too much. But if they can get playoffs Jalen Brunson, year round, you know what I'm saying, and get that type of play out of him consistently, that's going to open up the floor a lot for RJ Barrett and Julius Randle. And I'm really, really hoping we've seen the end of these Julius Randle isolation plays where it's like he thinks he's fucking Kevin Durant, but he's not. I mean, I'm really getting tired of watching Julius Randle try to, cross somebody up and shoot one of these fall away mid-range jump shots and shit. Like, I'm over that, okay? Like, that's not his game. I get it. He got his bag a couple seasons ago, and they expected him to be, like, their number one option or their main guy, and I understand why, they gave him that role last year, but it did not pan out, okay? Like, he played atrocious last season. And not only that, but, the idea that the Knicks are bringing back Tom Thibodeau, I think to myself, they need to do something with that offense, okay? Too often does it look like their offense is just doing shit with no purpose. I feel like a lot of these screen and rolls and screen and pops never really serve any purpose because they never create a basket. Like for example, like Julius Randle will get like someone like Jalen Brunson on him down in the paint. I mean, I remember watching them play Dallas last year, Not this year this year that just passed. I remember watching Julius Randle get, like, point guards down in the paint, one-on-one underneath the basket, and he wouldn't go up with it. Instead, he would, like, dribble out of that post-up and then shoot some shitty, mid-range jump shot. Like, if you're Julius Randle and you have that mismatch, you have Trey Burke on you, who's 6'1", same thing with Jalen Brunson. Okay, like, you need to take advantage of that. You need to go to the basket on that. You need to stop this fucking Kevin Durant wannabe bullshit and make the fucking basket. So, I don't know, man. I have yet to see what the Knicks are going to be. We know what they can be because, 2 seasons ago now, they were a playoff team, and they were a team that was really good. They were, second or first in the league in defense, and granted, they were, I think, in the middle of the pack as far as offense, but their defense led to great offense. So, I'm just hoping that this team can become what it once was because, the Knicks have a lot of money wrapped up in this, as I've said, and to me, it seems like it's impossible for the Knicks to win when your 3 best players are Jalen Brunson, Julius Randle, and RJ Barrett. You know what I'm saying? And not that it can't happen, but you really need RJ Barrett to get more consistent. You need Julius Randle to know his role. You need Jalen Brunson to be Jalen Brunson of the playoffs, this past playoffs. You need Evan Fournier to start hitting jump shots. You know what I'm saying? You need a point guard. You need Jalen Brunson to not only make buckets, but run your offense. Whatever that is. And, I watched this team play this past season, and I really question if adding a new point guard to this is really going to fix the issues. Because, I mean, if you remember last year, Julius Randle was giving the crowd the finger and, he was taunting the home crowd. Like, the body language was absolutely terrible. Part of me kind of feels like the players have already given up on the coach. So, I don't know, man. You know what I'm saying? It's a weird situation, and I'm hoping adding Jalen Brunson to this fixes the problems that the Knicks have, but somehow I don't think that's going to happen. Somehow, I really think we're going to get, the same Knicks of last season. Granted, it's going to be very hard for Julius Randle to play as shitty this season as he did last season, but you never know, man. It's still a possibility. Anything is possible, especially if Tom Thibodeau plans to run an offense where Julius Randle is the center of it. Okay, so I'm assuming that's not going to be the case because they have Jalen Brunson now, and that'll open up more stuff for RJ Barrett and Evan Fournier and everybody. But it just I really don't know what to think about the Knicks because it's like I know when they're good, they're really good. But when they're bad, they're one of the worst teams in the league. So, I don't know, man. We'll have to wait and see. Tell me what you guys think about this down below in the comment section below. Helps me out. Subscribe if you guys want to see more. I'm the Fast Break Report, and I'm out of this motherfucker. Peace, guys.